Hello, everyone. Thank you again for joining us today. Today's the last day of the Unleashed Virtual Summit, and I'm sure you've heard wonderful speakers so far. Once again, if you're joining us for the first time, I'm Wumi Akilosotu, the CEO and founder of Blooming Ladies. To bloom is to flourish, to thrive, to be in full beauty, and that's what I want for you. So I want you to stop holding back and go all out, fulfill your life purpose and mission. And with me today is a gorgeous and wonderful lady that's been doing so many wonderful things. Her name is Dr. Dahlia Mustafa. She's a professional certified master coach, life coach, and a marriage and youth counselor. So Dahlia, please could you introduce yourself?
Hi, Wunmi. How are you doing today?
I'm fine, thank you.
It's my pleasure to be tuning in for the Unleashed Summit, where all the blooming ladies are going to be joining from all across the world and across Canada. A little bit about me. I'm the president and CEO of the Canadian Life Transformation Academy. It's an online and in person social enterprise and an educational institute to empower women, to empower youth, to empower individuals about societal, marital, work, and day to day life issues. It focuses a lot on communication skills, emotional intelligence, confidence, how to expand your horizon, and how to unleash to reach your best version of yourself. In addition to that, I do one on one sessions for marriage and youth counseling, parental educational, and a matter of fact, as well, for life coaching, motivational coaching, career coaching. And in a nutshell, really the goal is really two lines. One line is prevention through providing educational and knowledge, and the other line is intervention through one on one session. In addition to this, I have the honor of being a TEDx speaker and an international motivational speaker. And in addition to this, also being a humanitarian and a philanthropist all around the world, trying to empower people and women and children and trying to create and build bridges and break barriers between people so that we can have more peaceful, diverse, inclusive world.
Oh, thank you very much. That is a wonderful, wonderful CV. I like that. I like that. So, Dr. Dahlia, what made you to go into your career, like into coaching? What was the motivation for you? What was the catalyst?
I actually have a background in engineering, an undergraduate degree in engineering, and a master degree in engineering. And when I was pursuing actually my PhD in electrical engineering at McGill University, I started receiving job offer. I declined the first job offer from Bombardier, but the second job offer that came from an oil and gas company in Calgary was really very hard to say no to it. So I did shift to the industrial field in engineering, and then I kept going up the ladder of management position until I reached a team lead position. And I realized that what I was doing actually in academia, in addition to teaching at the university, was coaching my students. And I realized that what I was doing at the oil and gas as well was coaching my team members. So I really switched my PhD degree from engineering to leadership, policy, and change with a focus in counseling psychology. And I created for myself something unique because I believe that everybody should be unique in the way that they pursue their passion. And I created that triangle of coaching, counseling, and leadership. I wanted to do something in my life that all my life I was doing engineering plus coaching and counseling and community service and social change. So I realized that I want to do only one thing where I can in it utilize all my education, knowledge, background, and skills. And this was actually the triangle of the coaching, counseling, and leadership. The idea behind it that what brings me joy the best in my life is touching the life of others. And I realized that not only I have the education knowledge and skills about it, but I'm really passionate about that. I strive about it. When people really are able to change and transform and reach results, when you touch only one person, it makes a difference. Like today I'm recording with you and I'm here in Ottawa today. for a fundraising conference for women, and I was just speaking about joyful living, and it was just amazing to see 300 people in the room just standing up, applauding for my talk with an energy that they really understand now more about joy. They are starting and willing to take action items about changing their life toward joy. So the ripple effect that you succeed to create is really what makes my heart warm. And seeing my clients achieving results, whether one-on-one clients or students through the Life Transformation Academy or people audience through motivational public speaking, it really ignites my soul. It makes me bloom. It makes me flourish just like it makes them bloom and flourish as
Yeah.
well.
Oh, thank you very much. So we're talking today about how to unleash your full potential, because I believe a lot of women out there are not really living our potential, because somehow we women in all the cultures, right, have been put aside as if we can't really help ourselves. But this is not true. Women, we've got full potential. So how do you want to talk to the woman out there listening to you today? How can we unleash our full potential?
I believe to unleash a full potential, first we need to know who we are. So the number one pillar would be the identity, that every woman should be sure and should know who she is and who is she becoming. Who is she right now and who would she like to become? What is her identity? Is she able to speak about who she is, what she likes, what stands out for herself? What's her values? What's her beliefs? Does she know herself enough? Is she observant enough of her personality traits, of her skills, of what she possesses, of what she needs to improve? Does she know her areas of strengths, weakness, opportunities, and threats? So I would say, following the code, know myself, then know others. So if someone would like to unleash themselves, they really need to know themselves first. Then, after knowing themselves, they can explore themselves using a SWOT analysis: strengths, weakness, opportunities, threats. Who are they today? Who would they like to become? And how are they going to bridge from point A to point Z? Is it more skills that they need? Is it more education? Is it more time off, more rejuvenation, more replenishing? What are the parameters and the criteria? So answering your question in a nutshell, it is knowing and being sure of her identity.
Well, thank you very much. I was actually writing down. I like the fact to say that about knowing yourself. And if you don't know yourself, you can't accomplish anything, to say the truth. You know, I used to say something. I said some like a quote I liked, and I saw it when I was in high school, I guess. There's know yourself, or be yourself who is better qualified. But how can you be yourself when you don't know yourself? So the first thing is to know who you are, understand what your skills are, what your potential is, and be confident in who you are, not trying to be somebody else.
And the confidence only come when you have an idea of who you are, of who you want to become. But for as long as someone is trapped or lost in their identity, they can never be confident.
You can never be
They are
confident.
not, and if they're not confident, they cannot tap deep inside yourself. Because for you to unleash your potential, it means that you're heading toward growth, development, and self-expansion. So
Mm,
you're actually relying on expanding something that exists, but without an identity, nobody exists.
that's true. That's true. Well, I so like that. I know I've listened to your TED talk about unleashing your potential. I'd like to just share a bit about yourself. When you grow, and I know the story about when you're growing up and all the challenges you faced, and look at you today. So can you just share a bit about that?
So I did unleash my potential when I was young. Medical doctor imposed on me when I was 12 years old that I'm going to spend all my life on a wheelchair, which thankfully it never happened. But it never happened due to a pattern of positive thinking. So positive thinking was really very important, and constantly changing negative thoughts into positive thoughts, having a positive attitude, having positive thoughts leading to positive emotions, leading to positive behavior. And on the other side, having positive self-talk with myself to increase and boost my confidence was my way to break my barriers and shine my own light. So when we speak about unleashing potential, when I was young and I was diagnosed as a child with rheumatoid arthritis, I imposed on myself the identity, the wrong identity of I am sick. And then starting to grow up, my parents, I had a very wise dad and mom, so much loving, so much caring, and so much tender. And I owe lots and lots of myself due to who they were and what they taught me. They started teaching me that who I am is really enough. I am whole and complete in the way that I am. And my disease does not identify who I am at all. It's just a fraction of my life. And for as long as I am able and capable of thinking and visualizing and being able to do things and plan and being a doer, a thinker, and in the being mode as well, for as long as I am going to reach somewhere. And this is exactly what I did. I started deassociating myself from the identity of I'm sick to the normal identity of I'm a human being, I'm a soul. I was born here to live a joyful life, to impact the life of others, and to have a path that makes me actually happy, blooming, and flourishing. So the first thing that I did in order to unleash my potential was to reframe my identity. So now I chose the joyful identity of a joyful soul coming to this world to fulfill a mission. And I knew what my vision and mission are. And then the second thing was knowing my values and leading a based life, a value-based life, a life that is based on my values of joy, social service, community service, being helpful for others, charity. This is what my values are. And then the third thing is to really practice positivity in each and every way, not just in a term of notion, but as a lifestyle. So every day I would recharge myself with positive affirmation, positive thoughts, and renew that choice every single day on the go. And then I started looking at what my skills are. Do I need to learn more about communication skills? Do I need to learn more about emotional intelligence, about boundaries, how to set boundaries between me and people, how to be more positive by eliminating relationship with toxic people, by creating boundaries. So all of these things, the learning journey itself, and this is what I learned when I grew from Caroline Miss when she said the disease was there to teach you something. So yes, the disease was there actually to teach me something, and I own to myself that learning journey, not the disease, because the disease doesn't identify who you are, but I own it to myself that I did learn. It was there for me to teach me something. And once actually I stopped resisting, everything just vanished. The shadow that I was running from was no longer there. And I started just living in more joy, starting achieving more, starting exactly as if it was a fountain of all my dreams coming true, because I was simply positive and focusing on these dreams, having enough energy to manifest them and unleash my best version that I was technically visualizing.
So thank you very much.
You,
Reframing, positivity goes a very long way in
yes.
helping us to be our best version. So, ladies out there, you've heard it all. It's been a wonderful journey with all the 10 speakers, the 9 speakers before her. I like the way that this is actually the last person I'm interviewing, and how it's actually just summarize everything for you. You can be all you're meant to be. You can be your best version. You can unleash your potential. You need to be positive. You need to reframe your thoughts, reframe your mindset. When you have negative words come to you, you just need to do is to reframe it. And thank you very much, Dahlia, today. Any last words for the audience today?
Yes, I would like to say, I would love all those ladies outside to be comfortable under their own skin. I would love all of them. Just don't give up to thoughts or beliefs that other impose on you. Be vigilant. Is this thought yours or is somebody imposing on you? Just own your own thoughts and belief. Don't own anything, that doesn't belong to yourself. Own your life. You're the hero. Enjoy the journey. It's not about the destination, it's about the journey itself. So make the journey pleasant. Take in it and include in it whatever you need, from skills, from thoughts, from beliefs, from self talk, from support from friends, from encouragement. Make a bag and put all your resources in this bag. And for as long as you have enough resources and you know how to utilize them, when and where and how, and you have a good intention, know that for as long as there is a good intention and you have your bag full of resources, so you made yourself equipped, there will always be great results.
Thank you very much, Dr. Dahlia. I really enjoyed this session. So, ladies out there, you've heard it all. You can be your best version. It's time to unleash. Stop sitting at the side walk of life and looking and just playing small. You've got the capability, you've got the ability in you, you've got the potential. Just go all out and share your passion, dreams to the world. I believe so very much that you cannot thrive, you cannot bloom if you're not sharing your gift with the world. If you're holding back, if you're not living your best version, then you cannot bloom. For you to bloom, you need to start from number one, knowing yourself, as Dr. Dalia said, knowing yourself, knowing your values, knowing who you are. And that's when you can bloom. I really want to be there to cheer you up. I want to be there to support you on this journey. And I know we can all do that. Thank you very much for joining us for this 5 days of Unleash Unleashed Virtual Summit. And I hope you've learned something. And you know what? Please keep it. I'm going to continue with this, what do you call it, community, and I would like you to continue to join us. Thank you very much for this time, and I'm glad you've joined us today. So keep unleashing your potential, keep unleashing your dreams, and stop holding back. Take care, and God bless. Bye.